one no be ebelebe. This one no be maza maza. No more Nigeria. Now Biafra all the way. This one no be ebelebe. This one no be maza maza. No more Nigeria. You need to hear this. You need to see this. You need to testify. You need to hear this. You need to see this. You need to testify. No more companies. No more lies. You need to hear this. You need to see this. You need to testify. You need to hear this. You need to see this. You need to testify. 55 years old, nothing is wrong. I don't understand. My mama told me the fool that's put in this world is a fool forever. No more Nigeria, no more Nigeria. Now Biafra all the way. No more Nigeria, no more for them. Now Biafra all the way. Race surrender, Nigeria don't know. Constitution rule of law. Shame on them. I was a market. People in the zoo. They are the same. They are not civilized. That is one. 3% government cannot fulfill. 2%, 1% government cannot fulfill. Individuals, no one for them. No more Nigeria. Everywhere, scatter, scatter. Everywhere, scatter. Now Biafra all the way. Now Biafra all the way. Alright. Now Biafra all the way. Biafra all the way. This one no be available. This one no be maza maza. No more companies. This one no be available. This one no be maza maza. We say no more Nigeria. Now Biafra all the way. You need to hear this. You need to see this. You need to testify. No more companies. No more lights. No more sleep. You need to hear this. You need to see this. You need to testify. You need to hear this. You need to see this. You need to testify. You need to hear this. You need to see this. You need to testify. Those politicians, they're human beings moving like tiger. Individuals for some time. Whoa, no more road, also take line. They are lions, moving with time. Individuals cross and die. Whoa, no more freedom, no more speech. We are dying day by day. Those politicians, they are more the rules. Individuals suffer a loss. We are dying day by day. The world can hear us now. We are calling out for you. The world sees something right. The world sees something now. The world sees something right. The world sees something. The world sees something right. We need to hear your voice. We need to hear your voice. We need freedom now. We need to go. We need a Biafra restoration. We want to hear your voice. We need a Biafra restoration. We need to hear your voice. All over the world, we want to hear your voice. We are calling out for you. We want to hear your voice. We need a freedom. We need a Biafra. And this is our time. This is our right. Greetings once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people wherever you are all over the world. I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the Biafran people. Biafra deputy leader. His name is Mazi Uchuka from Mefo. Mazi Uchuka from Mefo is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State. And Anambra State currently is Biafra land. Every piece of land in Anambra is Biafra land. It's the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. As simple as ABCD. But those who are evil understand how frustrated they can be in the jaw. Just a simple words. I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Maybe 8 words. Nigeria is paranoid. They are paranoid. Mazi Chuka from Efo is standing on the deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nanjoku Kano, the prince of Afari Beku, heir to the throne of Ibeku kingdom. The one and the only man who came out with the emblem of truth, who came out with the emblem of transparency, who came out with the emblem of sincerity, who came out speaking the truth irrespective of whose odds is God. And now with this single weapon of truth, he has been able to unite the Biafran nation. Not all of them anyway, because most of you will not know that the Southern Cameroon, the Abazonia, we are part of the ancient Biafran, but in due time we will discuss these issues. But the Biafrans scattered in the cage, this damnable contraption called Nigeria, he united us once again. I thought I was not an Igbo man, not to talk of a Biafra man. Single truth made it a difference. Mazena the Kanu is from Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. Nobody commands our loyalty. It doesn't matter. As far as it is IPOB agenda, as far as it is Biafra issue, as we speak this moment, nobody commands our loyalty. You don't need to gossip your brother or blackmail your people in order to have your way. It's a lie. We can only die and be reincarnated, and it will be worse for all of you, because the more you kill a Biafra and you make us to reincarnate, the more you will face misery. You think you are killing us and we are dead? We are the reincarnated spirit of those you have murdered, and now we are before you. We witnessed eternity. We saw the present. We've moved ahead. We were in the past. We are here today. We've gone ahead into the present. There is no hiding place for any of you. If we have offended you, if we have done anything that makes you kill us, honestly, you will hide this evil from humanity. You will have the backing of the Creator. But if we fight for our right to exist as human, you murdered us. We are here. We are the reincarnated spirit of those you murdered. Obasanjo, hear this. T.Y. Danjuma, hear this. Saboteur, hear this. Nigeria, hear this. Any country that is still keeping Nigeria, you hear this. All of you have not started singing the music. Everywhere now, oh, Nigerians are this, Nigerians are that, Nigerians are evil. But anybody who has made sure Nigeria continue to exist is more evil than Nigeria. I will stop there before I digress. I am George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. Delta State is Biafra land. You know, when I look at some people, they say, oh, you are not from Enugu, you are not a pure breed Biafra. Thunder fire you. Because you don't know even the meaning of your father's name. How can you tell me who is a Biafra? Oh, we are insure, we are not Biafra. Amadio have visited you. Because you don't know the meaning of your father's name. But yeah, you know who is a Biafra, who is not a, because you are going to Yoruba church. It's unbelievable. There is a village at the junction where you branch into Abotan.
The name of this village is called Mbiri. And somewhere along the line, I saw another Mbiri in Imo State. And then I went home and said, what is the meaning of Mbiri? And it means Ubi Nri. Ubi Nri. The kitchen of Nri. And I knew it is not today this trouble started. It's not today. This divide and rule didn't start today. If somebody will come and settle somewhere and he said the name of our community is the kitchen of Uri, which means somebody must have confronted them and say, who are you people? Why are you sitting here? They say, hold your peace. We are the children of Uri. That is the meaning of that community. It's in Abo. It's not in Enugu or Bayelsa. But of course, we must continue. The enemy did their job well. But honestly, we are not in a hurry. IPOB is not in a hurry. We shall undo every evil done against us as a people. But only you must be willing to accept the truth. Whether it favors you or not, accept the truth. Once again, I welcome you, and we give thanks and praise to the Almighty Creator. You call him God. They call him different name. You call him sweet, daddy. Call him anything you like. But we are all saying about one thing, the Creator. Some call him, say he's Allah, but I'm not too sure about that. But he's the Creator. And so when you go to a Yoruba church, they now say, oh, begin to worship him. Oh, he's a rose of Sharon. Oh, he's a lily of the valley. Oh, he's a tiger in the forest. Oh, he's the lion of the tribe of Judah. I don't worship the lion. I don't worship the lion of the tribe of Judah. Make no mistake about it. I don't worship the rose of Sharon. Because when you come down to Igbo language to worship him as a tiger or a lion of the tribe of Judah, what is lion in Igbo? Anyhow you change it, is Anumpama, bushmeat. And then you come out and you are telling your Creator, oh, you are bushmeat, you are a tiger, you are a chimpanzee. Not my God. I don't worship those gods. The father and the father of my father before my father knew this truth. That is why they say to him, or rather they say to us, Odiyonye yiri yao, Odiyonye yiri yao, Odiyonye yiri Chineke nke n'igwe. When your Yoruba pastor is telling you, worship the rose of Sharon, you are mad people. How can you worship a flower? Nothing to compare with him. There is nothing. I call him Chukwuki Kabiama. And to him and him alone, we lay down our guards. We humble ourselves before him. He's the primordial influence that drives us. He's our wisdom, knowledge, understanding, our guide in matter both great and small. He is everything to us. And then we give him praise. We give him praise. We give him honor. And I will wish all these people calling my line will stop calling me. Of course, we must continue. We must continue. And so tonight I thank him. I give him praise. We adore him. And I said, Idi agbanwe agbanwe Chineke, Idi agbanwe agbanwe Obinigwe, Idi agbanwe agbanwe anya n'elu ụwa m, Idi agbanwe agbanwe etu ahụ dị na mbụ, ị ga-adịgide o, Idi agbanwe agbanwe o, etu ahụ dị na mbụ, ị ga-adịgide o, Idi agbanwe agbanwe. Ị karịrị ihe asị gị bụ Chineke, ị karịrị ihe asị gị bụ Tamunoi, ikarele hia na poge anya n'elu ụwa m, ikarele hia sị gị bụ o n'eluigwe n'enu ụwa hi, ikarele hia sị gị bụ etu ahụ dị na mbụ, ị ga-adịgide o. Let me stop there before we enter church service. After all, you will not pay for tithe and offering because I'm not Pastor Bianihi or Pastress or Lanihi. They are mad people. The day you let us go, you know how polite we can be. You know the beauty that is in us as a people. You are holding us down. You are not ready to hear what we're going to tell you. Of course, on this segment, the team remain back to your root. Our team on this segment remain back to your root. And I will say that our topic this evening is the 5 basic foundational principle that upholds a society. You see, when you are building a house, you must put pillar. Whether it is horizontal or diagonal, whether it is small building or high building, there are forms of pillar. We have what you call lintel, beam, pillars, among others. Without these structures in place, that building must certainly collapse. Most people think that because lintel or beam is lying horizontally, that it doesn't do any job. If you remove the lintel by the window, the building will collapse. And it is applicable to every system or organization. Without a structure, they collapse. You do not manage it. You don't form it. You don't frame it. It will collapse. And the same is applicable to society. Go and look at the Caucasians. Look at the Europeans. Look at the Arabians, the Malaysians, the Indonesians. Look at the world who has foundation, who can threaten anybody and go away with it. They have foundations in their structure. As a black man, our structure don't have pillar. They don't have lintel, not beam, not to talk of a pillar. And so that is why when you are a black man, you can say all the truth. They just be looking at you. Look at since when Mazena they cannot start shouting on Radio Biafra today. If you were to be a Caucasian or a Chinese man or a Saudi Arabia man or one of these people who controls the world, they would have listened to him. But of course they think, hey, he's a black man. Of course he's a black man. But IPOB, Biafran will give black skin individuals their rightful place in the helm of affair in this global community. If not, God should be ready to take us to Jupiter or Pluto, because all of us shall be there. But many of our people do not understand this truth. I listened to a video online, and a young girl of about 23 years old was being interviewed. You sold your baby for 30,000, and the story, it breaks my heart. You carried the baby for 9 months in your womb, and 9 months later you deliver the baby, and the owner of the baby rejects the baby, and 3 months later, having suffered so much because you are in Nigeria, you sold the baby 30,000. And so when I come on air and talk about how evil Fulanis are, including British government, and then I wonder how I'm going to qualify you who will carry a baby in your womb after 9 months, because of 3 months suffering, you sell the baby for 30,000. The last time I checked, I'm a very poor man, but I cannot take 1 million naira in my pocket, and then after 1 hour strolling, I'm not sure I will still have 500,000 left in my pocket. And then if my mother would have sold me, for 30,000 naira, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. A lot of things has gone wrong. We will review them. If you listen to Radio Biafra, we're not just here to restore Biafra. We are here to restore the dignity. We are here to restore the mindset. We are here to restore our people in its totality. We will go to the nook and cranny of Biafra nation. We will restore physical and spiritually. It's not an easy task, believe me. And that is why when I see people who wrestle IPOB leadership, I pity them, because you never know. You block this way, another road will come. But our people must be delivered. We will run on the offensive if that is what it takes to deliver Biafra. It's high time you stop. It's high time we face the truth. It's unbelievable. And they were videoing them. You took a baby. A baby. You never know if this baby will be Bill Gates. You never know anything. Just 30,000 naira. What with 30,000? What problem can 30,000 naira solve in Nigeria? When they give me school fees of my children, I almost have heart attack. And then you are selling them for. But anyway, God help us. Let me not digress further. Any structure without a pillar would collapse. When our leaders started broadcasting, I joined IPOB in 2014. And each time I listened to him, he was able to point to the fact of who we truly are. He said certain things, and I could not see, or rather deny or argue. In fact, what brought me to IPOB is Chukwu Kikabiama, nothing more, nothing less. And I pray, if it is we, Chukwu Kikabiama should remove me. I know the name Chukwu Kikabiama. I hardly hear anybody call that name. But I know that it is a name my mother heard sacred. Once he said Chukwu Kikabiama, to her with you, she will upset the balance. You don't go, she will never go against her word. Then I open the radio. That Sunday, I just coming back from church. Then I hear somebody say, Chukwu Kikabiama sent us. I said, this must be Abo man. I tuned to the radio. So in the Abo was the radio. But it's amazing it's not Abo man. It's amazing. And considering how my mother hold Chukwu Kikabiama, I knew this man is genuine. Because my mother don't play with that name. So I am here because of Chukwu Kikabiama. These are values. These are foundational principles. These are some of the things we will consider so that you can amend your ways. We cannot move away from fry pan, jumping inside the fire. One thing is to get Biafra restored. Another thing is to make sure that we sustain, we maintain, and enjoy Biafra when it is totally restored. But for us to do this, there are many examples. If you know the fear of Europeans, you will kill yourself to defend Africa. But Europeans who are listening to me should understand that in the end, we are all human beings. Mado kanyebo. Live and let's live. Live and let's live. Oh, we are Caucasians. We're going to defend Caucasian. It's okay. We are all human beings in the end. Don't you know there is a difference between American rabbit and Biafran rabbit? But the same God created all of them. It's okay. We understand your fear. So when you are coming out to tell us that we are sitting on gold and we are very poor, that we are stupid, you go and see how evil you are. You are not stupid, it's okay, but you are evil. Anyhow you want to check it, it's okay. At the end of the day, we are all human beings. The world is big enough for all of us. Let us respect each other's peace. Let us respect each other's territory. Let us have regard for one for another. Not until we come to this true knowledge. Even when Biafra is restored, we may begin to see a Biafra that is worse than Nigeria if certain principles are not put in place. But may God have mercy on all of us. The Yoruba knew certain fraction of this truth. Most of you think Yoruba are one. Yoruba is not one. The same way you have Ijaw, Akwa Ibom, and all that community, Echetaram, in Biafra land. That is the same way it is in Yoruba land. Two Yoruba can be talking, they won't understand each other. When I'm speaking Abo, some of you think I'm speaking Jamaica. It's Igbo I'm speaking, but in another version. But you don't know about Yoruba people. Because they have their media, their own radio Kudirat and other hopeless, fraudulent journalist media defending them. So they want you to say, oh, we are one, we are one. Learn from Nigeria, fraudulent citizen. Nigeria is the only country in the whole world. They have to put one. So you can accept the first unity. One Nigeria, one Nigeria. I never heard about one Ghana. I never heard about one Ghana. One Nigeria, one Nigeria. Hey, it's our one Nigeria. Why are they putting one? These are criminals. Learn. Learn. Learn, my people, learn. Yoruba know this truth. A Kale person will say, oh, we are Ife. Ife will say, oh, we are Ijebu. Having stayed with Yoruba people, most of you don't know that Ife Yoruba consider Ijebu Yoruba as Igbo people. Most of you don't know. And what Yoruba people they were discussing. He said, Amboletiwa, Omokwara Lemio. He said, Yoruba Igbo Lele you. Ife is avoiding Ijebu. But you will never hear that because they understand the pillar that hold them together. They must be united to undo me and you. Go and look at where you hear them before they say, oh, we are not tenant, we are not tenant. We are not tenant. They have taken Gwari land. Fulani has taken over Gwari land. Today when you hear Abuja, 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 you think it's Hausa land or Fulani land. Where are the Gwari people? But of course, Gwari will wake up, not now. Oh, not tenants, not tenants. Up to the extent, TV man will be killing Igbo man because he's a not tenant. Even Ido Mama want to join them. Hey, Biafra, because they want, oh, we are not tenant, we are not tenant. Because these people understand the importance of this pillar. Biafrans must understand the importance of this pillar. Kirone. Without this pillar, every structure will collapse. And we must begin to have this. And when I listen to our leader in his broadcast, his teaching of us as a people, and I knew the truth. I knew the truth. And now I'm free. May you be free as you embrace this truth. Forget about how arrogant we can be. Oh, we are very proud. It's okay. If I'm not proud of myself, why will I blame you that you are not proud of me? I must be proud of myself first of all. After all, these 5 pillars we will be considering is number 1, acknowledgement of the true God. Pillar that holds every society, community. They must acknowledge God, creator. Now, don't get me right. I don't serve Allah. I will never serve Allah. I will rather kill myself to serve Allah. Allah must change his name. Because a lot of atrocity has been committed in the name of Allah. And I know Allah may not be bad. But evil men has used the name of Allah to commit atrocity. Do you know how I know devil? Devil want blood. He want blood split. Biafran blood has not been poured on the street lately. That is why nobody is talking. But no true God that creates blood will be tasty for blood. So when your gods tell you, oh, we want blood, know your God is a fake God. Because if your God can create blood, he does not need to ask you to give them blood. They produce blood and drink as much as they want. My God don't ask for blood of another. In fact, my God chastise me when I take the blood of another. That is why we call human being beauty of life. Any society without the true knowledge of their God, their creator, they are gone. But most of you will not understand. We are Biafrans. As we speak today now, many people are saying, no, I am a Centravian and Centrafe. Segrofi and Secrafe. Sembotos and Kaikai. Most of us are more Catholic than the Pope. We are worshiping God. Do you know your God? Do you know who your God is? The first pillar that holds the people is their God. Some people on earth know that their God is Satan. They know Satan didn't create them, but they have accepted Satan as their God. That is why they do the work of Satan. Go and ask Teresa May, she know what I'm saying. Those who know their God, they will work stronger and they shall do exploit. Is it not in your Bible? Must we preach the whole Bible so we know we are telling you the truth? Those who know their God, they shall work stronger and they will do exploit. No man on earth can stop us except the Creator said so. So a community, a society without their God, they are in for a deep shit. You come out in your village, oh, we are Arabians, oh, we are this one, we are inside one community. You people on a day trouble, may God have mercy upon you. Chukwokika Biama is the name that brought me here. Nothing more. I have seen people make money in the name of Biafra. I still see them. Biafra, Biafra. The more they say Biafra, Biafra, the more money they make. I've seen them. I went to Anambra one day and they were offloading the trailer, container. And then some boys came like tout and say, I'm Bonde Biafra. I want to go matching grand, offloading grand. And I was like, my God, if this was Rike boys can be obtaining their people to give us Biafra, it's unbelievable what they will do when Biafra come. But we have been hearing the name Biafra. We know who is a Biafran. But that pillar of the creator, we know him. Go and ask Chinese people. They rather worship their ancestors than to worship your God. You think they are stupid? So when you are going to Yoruba church, hey Lord my God, you use your tongue and count your teeth. Number one principle. There are 5 of them. Because of our time on this segment, we may not be able to finish all of them. But ask yourself, which God are you serving? Our leader is a Yehudian, I believe so, a Jewish worshipper. So you will understand what we mean. But I saw him and, he was doing Ogomo. He took a wine and opened it. And he was now on a Gozemo. I don't know how to say Ogomo in English. But he was now saying, Chineke, Egade, and now drop some. I thought it's Arose, Yoshi. That is why I love Catholic priests. I have so many reverend fathers who are my wonderful friend. When I get to their house and say, George Onyibe, what do you want to take? Kai or Gogoro? They don't hide themselves. I say, give me a Gogoro. They are mad people. That is the truth. You know your God. He was doing Ogomo. As a child, I will be watching my father when he want to eat every Sunday. He will now cut small lolo, take a goosey soup. He will now say, oh, Nedim biade irinyo, ebi no domenyindo, apa mimiyo, nde monedim, apa mimono. He will cut the soup and throw it away. He will cut another one. He will greet the goddess and throw it away. Lizard will come and eat them. And when I entered school in those days, and they were teaching us about Christianity, and they said that our God is lizard. That when our father throw that food away, there is lizard that come to eat it. And so our God is lizard. And then I believe that that thing is evil. But today we know better. We know better. So who is drinking the one our leader pour on the ground? Arose. They are mad people. That is the God we serve. He's the owner of the heavens and the earth. For the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. If we want to blow in the air, he will accept it. If we throw lolo on the ground, he will accept it. If we throw eba, he will accept it. But he don't eat indomie. He don't eat indomie. Did you not hear that Jesus turned water into wine? But you don't know your God. How can I help you? Number one pillar. We will stop there. Tomorrow, we'll continue from the second pillar. Who is your God? Nobody fears the size of your AK-47. Because the same people who made gun made bulletproof. Nobody fears the size of your education. Because we have very educated people lying in the grave, dead. People like Nostradamus. Power to know the future. But they fear the size of your God. They truly fear. They truly fear. Believe me. I'll be back in a minute.
Many people have little brain, little brain. Think very well, reason very well. They want to eat their minds, they want to kill. We need to go, we need a freedom. We need a Biafra restoration. United Nations declare them wanted because they want to kill us. They want to wipe us. They want to finish us. Hey. They are the one, the Boko Harams. They are the one, please declare them wanted. They are the liars, they are the cheats, thieves, and the criminals who hurry. You are the one, Boko Haram, we know you. Israel, you are there. Support United Nations to declare them wanted. Oh. They want to Islamize us. They want to kill us all. They are the one who go around. They can't stop Biafra. They have the baboons and the monkeys. The people that just side, they are liars. They have the baboons and the monkeys. They want to kill.
Yes, sir, we must continue. Honestly, my lovely Biafran people, the reason we are here is to undo everything they've done to put us here. Our lines are open temporarily. Remember, we are going to look into 5 pillars that holds every society and community. If we are able to implement them, we will be stronger, we will be greater. There is no difference. There is only deceit in the midst of it all. Our lines are temporarily open. If you have anything to tell us, regard to what you have said, you can call and criticize, condemn it. It's okay. Honestly, I won't react negatively. Let's rub our mind together. I have considered the way Moses worshiped God. It's just the same way native doctor Ubulu in my village worship God. And so many things anyway. Our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. Our WhatsApp line, I repeat again, is 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Special number dedicated to the female is 081-288-58614. You're free to call in, tell us your opinion. Can you hear me, caller on the line? Caller on the line, you are on air. But of course, he's not ready. Yes, a caller on the female line, your name and where are you calling from?
Onyibe, good evening, sir.
Adadinorama, go ahead, please.
I am Kasrachi Okando. From Aba, from NCC1. Obi the motor in Olugina Balea. Yesterday, I'm telling you, so long. Because then I turned the zoo bomb. The 3 bomb, then I told herself, I told her how to have a way she has. Obi the motor in Olugina, you took again Abalea. As well for topic in Abalea, or the Nigeria is just like a Bible.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That woman line need attention and I shall respond to it. Honestly, I lost that caller. Are you there, caller on the line?
Hello?
Yes, good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Anambra.
Go ahead, please. Mwamambara.
Even the Anambra governor another more man. And I need more people.
Governor Anambra Wunyawusa. Governor of Anambra is Awusa. What is his name again? Go and find out the community you say he comes from. It will amuse you. These are some of the things we don't want to say. Go ahead, please. Ngige. Ngige. Go and trace Ngige origin. You will know why it's fooling himself. Gawani Ruwa Chineke.
Okay. Look at it. Is the binding. I will go to the was and that was a day. You can go to the I won't do, but I won't do live. You don't like a can I can you. And it's okay because I kind of wonder I to be. I know why I need kind of move forward. The one day go never and I went to Nigeria. I was in Nigeria. I went to IPOP.
Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue. Our leader came here shouting Chukwu Kikabiama because he knew the first foundation any society or community must lay in order to remain strong is their creator. You search for him. You search for him. Of course, like I said, this segment will soon come to an end. Are you there, caller, on the line? Thank you. Of course, Zoo Epileptic Network, as always. We must embrace our God. We must. Everybody. Onye na chi ya always here. But konye bu chi na anyị. You cannot speak the one who no go fit interpret. But we must continue. So many network issues here. Go ahead, caller on the line. Go ahead, Ada.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Onyibe.
Good evening, Ada. Go ahead, please.
I'm about to speaking from Abba. The area I want to throw my light is the area of our Martin and the Carlo pouring a libation or drink on the ground. So I could remember in the New Testament, I can't tell vividly how that can happen, because I could remember that there was that a sign happened when Jesus Christ and his disciples together in prayer, that one of his disciples now told him, say, our master, let's one altar for either this one Moses, and also did one for you here. If actually those disciples recognizes the presence of the forefathers, so if someone should or not the candle should pour a drink on the ground, it's not a bad thing, and no one can exist without remembering or respecting his ancient people. So if our Mazina the kind of post libation is a nice thing. I don't know how the church people are seeing it, but at the end they will do worse than that. So it's not only that, it does not stop anyone from serving Almighty God.
What we are trying to say this evening is, I'm just referring our people to our leader pouring libation. That is how we do it. That is how we do it. Now, understand, a lot of things is wrong. And so we cannot come out openly to worship our Creator again, because we want somebody to approve it. Now, if you go to church, they do St. Peter's Day, St. Valentine's Day. They remember those Christians who have died. But if we go traditionally to remember our father who died, they will say it's evil. Now, when the Chinese people and the Japanese people worship their ancestors, people misunderstand them. But whether you understand or you misunderstand, the point I'm trying to drive home is that we must recognize our Creator. That is the only time He will empower us to be in control of our life. Nobody fights for us except Him.
Yes.
That is just the target or the focus of this study this evening. In the bias onye na chia. But even if they say onye na chia, one man anonwe agu neche obodo, agu neche ora. They know there is a God that owns that community. But they say onye na chia because they expect us to approach this God in different dimension. In different dimension. In our dialect, they will say, wa lo de bo huleku. You don't watch masquerade from one point. You will never be able to explain what happened. So when you want to watch masquerade, you stay here, you watch small. You turn the other side, you watch again. You go to the other corner, you watch. You can be able to give a comprehensive report of the performance of that masquerade. And so you don't stay one place and say, this is who God is. You go around here, and then you can be able to give a comprehensive report about your creator. But you cannot expect the creator you know nothing about to help you. So the first foundational pillar that holds every society is the knowledge of their creator. Our people must return to Chineke. Our people must return to Tamono. Go ahead, my sister. Sorry for interrupting you.
Don't worry, it's Onyibe. I appreciate what you are doing. Forget about them. Say that they say they are in church, they are no longer in the tradition. The Jesus Christ, they say they believe. How far are they respecting what he said? That one will not say they have done the best and everyone should be following them the way they are doing. Lies fool their mouth. They sit fool their mouth. You know what Jesus Christ said they should not do, if we should call it by Jesus Christ. So if one sees the way POB is doing with our leader Martin and the Kala, one wants to
thank you. Thank you very much. We must continue.
It's the person's business. Well, we are here in IPOB to do the best thing. And as we are doing it, God is answering us. It's working for us. So that one is their business.
Of course.
After it, they will still go for cherubim for one deliverance or the other, which means they are not even achieving any goal. So take it, let me stop there and give other chance.
We must continue. I love Biafrans, honestly. A brother just sent to me, he said in Philippians chapter 2, verse 17, Jesus said, but even if you pour me down like Kakai or Guguru, as a sacrifice, a service coming from your faith, your heart, he said, I am glad and I rejoice for all of you. This is what Jesus is saying. So even if you pour Kakai on Guguru in the name of Jesus Christ, Jesus is glad. Go and look at Philippians chapter 2, verse 17. But do not misquote me. I'm not talking about any religion today. I'm not talking about Christians, Muslim, pagan. I am talking about the God of the Biafran people. If we must succeed, we must have absolute faith on our Creator. Ni hina uchineke kanye now. Ayiba priye, priye, priye. Ayiba priye, priye, priye. Ayiba priye, priye, priye. Ayiba priye, priye, priye. Let me stop there before we turn to church service. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp. You have been waiting for so long, but I hope the Zoo Epileptic Network has not caught you up. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Yes, go ahead, please. The world is listening. Good evening from here, and thank you for holding. If you can hear me, go ahead. The world is listening. I think we have an issue with that line. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line.
For the line went off. So is the wine.
Is the wine.
So the problem that we're having today is the same useless pastors that this money making pastors.
No. Is a wine. Is a wine. What I want this evening is encourage our people to go and look for their God. If you say one useless pastor, don't you know I'm a pastor? Is a wine, and I wasn't useless.
I'm the area of support, which you know.
More pastor. So if you say one useless, exactly. I want our people to draw our God back to our land. We must know this truth. I'm happy for our leader because anywhere he enter, he does not do anything until he take authority over the land. But people do not know. The Bible says wherever the sole of your feet will touch, you will possess. And so when you go anywhere, you pour libation and possess that land. They must beckon to your calling.
Yes. So my Ebo pastor and my Ebo Onyibe of heaven. I'm on the area of your
libation is in the Bible. Foreign libation is in the Bible. And all these things they are denying people for them not to know is also in the Bible. So I am now telling our people to come back home. Let us go back to know our God that called us, to know our chi, so that it shall be well with us. Because many things have went wrong. Because all these pastors, Yoruba pastors, that are telling them, carrying their motto to come here for land deliverance, community deliverance, you cannot do such in Yoruba land. I am now begging our people to come back. Let them bring their eyes down and listen to what you have been telling us. It is Chukwu that has planted you there. So that whenever that we are restoring, let us restore everything together. We will never have problem. So today, that the thing that is happening to us is because that we are back and deny our God. That was why we are having this series of problems.
Simple.
Because I can remember in those days that in our land, nothing, no evil shall come there and stay without the hand apprehending them. But watch out, what is happening?
What is
today?
happening? Everyone, what you just said is in the Bible.
Sometimes Philistines will come here and kill and rape and
go away free
without nothing happening to him. I am begging our people for them to listen, have their ear. Sometimes I baffle when a 70-year-old man will come back that is telling you that what they are talking is nonsense. That they believe that and believe that. That is Old Testament. Can you do away with your ancestors? Is it possible for you to cut your another of your finger because you have another one? So people in Biafra land, please, for Chukwu Okike's sake, come back home so that we build our nation together. With the fear of Almighty Chukwu Okike, we will have everything because He have already blessed us with many things that we needed. What do we have? It is because we're packing. The same Bible said, go back and ask your ancient people that old road. It is that old road that leads to life. It's because we have left that old road. That was why we are suffering today.
Thank you very much.
But I'm still believing that whenever we make you turn, it's going to have pity on us.
Of course.
I must strengthen you.
Thank you.
Strengthen you. And you let us we go and dig deep and bring more and stand to their air. Because for me, I don't think that I have gone back to that old road that they refer to us. And nothing will bring me back. I say, may the Chukwu must strengthen and bless you. Bless our able leader, my own Savior. Savior. I have blessed before. It is him. I say, may Chukwu bless you. And bless you and open your eyes more and more. In the name of Chukwu, I pray.
We must continue. He say, thank you, ma. We must continue. The Bible says He has given to us all that pertaineth life and godliness. A people without the true knowledge of their Creator are more miserable and they are gone. Every society in the world know their God. Indian God is Indian woman. Chinese God is Chinese man. Saudi Arabia God is Muhammad. Israel know their God. Who is the God of the black people? Some are Chinese, some are Arabian, but I don't know where we are going to. To have a sustainable society, you must acknowledge your Creator. Biafrans, who is your Creator? Who is your God? Patiobasi know this. Joshua knew this. Rapota no muno, onyu ganefe, na monezinu nom, angefe chuku, inakwisia la yarose, arosia perape, orwaka mado, odi azekpere muno nwe Jehova kangefe, okemiri nebu ogwe, ogbankite okuju n'ọnụ ya o. Obono ya kangefe, okaka nkebi n'igwe, mmanite n'ọgwụgwọ, anya n'elu ụwa o, ọwụno ya kangefe. After tonight, go and talk to Chukwu Okike Abiam and tell him to set fire on these evil people who think they can oppress us this long. It's time for us to go home. Caller and WhatsApp, are you there?
Good evening.
Good evening, my brother. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank God for this very wonderful topic. It's eye-opener. Me, myself, I have known this for a while. What they used the church to come to Africa is when the English people, when they came to enslave us, that is the second weapon they use. After they have taken everything we have, they now use Christianity. The other way for us not to understand what the impact of what they have did in Africa. Where I am in England, all the time when I come across the white man, when we are debating about Africa, I say, listen, go to all the museums, all the goddess from Africa, all the Shilan, all the head, all the important artwork from Africa, they put it in their museum. You have to pay money to go and look at it. It's what they have stolen from Africa. And some of our people believe that the English people are the one that bring Christianity to Africa. But here I am, if you go to church here, is the old people you are going to see in the church. Even the old people you are seeing is, most of them, they cannot be able to walk again. It's people that are holding them, supporting them to go to the church. So I ask some people, why are we African people cleaning ourselves? Even when you come over here, when you talk about the church, they have moved the church from Africa to Europe. All the churches here in England is owned by the African people. So they hear and what the brainwash they did in Africa, they bring this over here. And they forgot who their God is. But anyway, it's not for me. It's those for people that they're going to brainwash or they are brainwashing concerning Christianity. I remember when I was a little, my mom, there's a festival. The festival come every year. And this festival, what they used to do, they would go and cut 3 sticks. 3 sticks is what they make. They use it as a burner holder to put things on top of it. Just stick, nothing more. And the reason why, those pots, the stick will never burn off if that woman is righteous, but has a way to it. They will tell you, if you are a true woman, you still obey your husband. You have not dated your name or gone to see another man. Those 3 sticks will cook the pounded yam, the stew, everything you are going to cook for the whole day. Those sticks will never burn off. But if you are lying that you are not trustworthy or you have cheated against your husband, before you finish the pounded yam, those sticks will fall off. That is where they know who is faithful in their marriage. So the Christianity this time, even those pastors that the one that do the
what I said is, I do not want us to reduce it to Christianity. I want you to say something that will help our people, because the Muslims are there killing our people because of Allah, and so we must not lose focus of our study. Go ahead, please.
Yes. So what I'm saying in essence is, let us know our true God and know who we believe on. Let us forget about beating around the bush. Only God, people said our leader worship whatever, and some people said it because what our leader says, that's the reason why they are not part of IPOB, because our leader said is when Biafra came, Biafra is going to be, they are not going to take Muslim people. They misunderstand what he was saying. But what I say, when we know our true God, like what you say, your topic, we know where we're heading for. Maz, God bless you.
Thank you very much. Our people must understand. We are going home, we are going home. But without the true knowledge of creation, nobody deceives us any longer. You talk about the Christian faith, the Islamic faith, we have read books and we know the truth. And there are questions, if we ask, people will be confused. But that is not the issue. as we are going back to home, Biafra land, we should be able to stand to defend the truth. And so this is where we draw the curtain for this segment. I will be signing off temporarily to come back to bring in our reporter from across our studios in Biafra land. But until then, remain focused. 5 pillars that holds a community. 1, they must unanimously agree that this is the God we serve. Among others, any society who had this agreement, they always prosper. May God be with all of us as I sign off temporarily.
Don't pray, Victor. No. Freedom. Na utoka inario. Anya Johnny hip what for baramenu. Aye bunde Biafra bunde judo na aga. Obi makiro makeju na aga ni. Oga te kwa rai na ma. Omo Biafra tekene. Biafra na tako. Ibo we mother no. Ibo we mother na tako. Omo Biafra de. Biafra na tako. No. Ibo we mother na tako. Eji megu mekine. Jibuna tekano. Odogwo da dere mma. Onye ze na odogwo de mma. Okwande solo gili nenuwa. Akologo gili lata. Osisi bolo tolo. Emesegono makwere. Okwanye manono dugo. Oduro n'ekwe mma. Okokoko nyaru. Anachua yoso. Ose kwense likoni. Oke jikwe n'ogologo ngaji. Dike kani kipu na London. Dike kani kipu na Israel. Dike kani kipu na Russia. Dike kani kipu na India. Dike kani kipu na Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu. Dike kani kipu na Biafra. Nsobu. Enyi mba enyi. Nsobu. Enyi mba enyi. Anyị ga-asọgbu ndị ilo. Enyi mba enyi. Nsobu. Enyi mba enyi. Ụmụ Igbo niile tekene. Igbo nwe mmadụ anasako. Igbo nwe mmadụ nọ. Ewo, ọ dịwụla anyị nọ. Igbo nwe mmadụ anasako. Onye wele kesi zanye n'osisale. Onye wele nke chukwu nye no chukwu okike obiọma. Onye give God what belongs to him, and gives his what belongs to him. As we seek for peace and humanity, it's not at all profanity. There are once people is killing each other. I wonder why my brother. Who could be a my children? I'm forgetting the middle. I'm forgetting the middle. Nsobu. Enyi mba enyi. Nsobu. Enyi mba enyi. Nsobu. Enyi mba enyi. Sobondela ni nehu. Enyi mba enyi. Fellow, let my people go. Biafra na tako. Let my people. Igbo nwe mmadụ anasako. Ndị nọ n'apụga n'anya kanu. Biafra na tako. Igbo nwe mmadụ nọ. Igbo nwe mmadụ anasako. Ojude na-elapụ ude na-abụla. Mana anyị abụrụ n'udene n'ụwa. Ihe ogogo awọtelu.